Hey everyone, welcome back. Uh, I am going to start off with a rant tonight. Um, as you can read from the title, uh, I'm reviewing Bloodsucking Freaks. Uh, I've been holding off on this review for a while, and sorry for grossing out with my swallowing noises. I'm just trying to hold back some throat from this movie. It's been on my mind for the past couple of days. I barely even remember it. Uh, I was so excited about seeing this film. I heard it was going to be so extreme, so hardcore and violent, and really, really gross. And I was excited. And Matt Rainbow Raptor like he didn't like the movie, and I understand why. Oh God, Matt, do I understand why, man? But first off, it's not even really a movie. It's a porno. Porno with a lot of killing in it. Well, not even that. Not even a lot of killing. And it's if you've ever seen the movie The Geek, which is a porno with Bigfoot in it, how boring that movie was. I've never seen it, but I've seen clips of it circulating online, and I'm just like, wow. Uh, Even if I watched porn, I wouldn't really watch this one. So I'm just sitting there watching this movie, Bloodsucking Freaks, starting it, getting all pumped up and excited because in the trailers it showed like violence and gore and everything, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm sitting there. Next thing I know, I see boobs coming at me left and right, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? and and my nephew was in the next room, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I just buy? Yes, I bought this off the PlayStation Network for 99 cents. I could have used that 99 cents to save up to buy the Evil Within because I really want to get Evil Within uh, on the PlayStation Network. But took that dollar, took that dollar off of my PlayStation Network card and I spent it on a cheap whore like this. So, what this film is supposedly about, it's about this guy, I think he's a football player, some sort of athlete, and his girlfriend's a ballet dancer. And she wants to go appear on a special magic show that this guy, I forget his name, be all fuck all could be his name for all I care, but he's up on stage torturing girls. Now, when it's done on stage and stuff, and it's done in the form of a magic show, I'm all right with it because hell, I like a little bit of gore. But that's all I thought it was gonna be was him doing the tricks, and then the girl getting killed a couple minutes later. No, he kills the girl right there on stage, and everybody's clapping and applauding and whatnot. And then they wonder why the girls aren't moving, and they're like, "Oh, they're really good actors." And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? What kind of fucking idiots are you?" The girl is plain as day dead. And why did she have to be naked? Just to be naked, just to get the guys viewing it. But it's a trauma film, so what do you expect? Um, anyways, uh, the main guy's girlfriend ends up talking with the magician, uh, and he's called Master to all of his assistants. Uh, Quotations around assistants. I will give credit where credit is due though. It did live up to the title. It does have some blood sucking in it, but not enough to warrant a full watch. If you're not into nudity, do not watch this movie. Like, I'm okay with nudity in small doses, but this was just ridiculous. And uh, anyways, everybody's talking about how the show was great and everything, and then Critic ends up saying, I didn't enjoy your show. It was the lamest, pretty much saying it was the lamest attempt at shock value I've ever seen. I could totally see through that girl's facade about how she was being hurt. She wasn't really being hurt, and I could totally tell. And I'm like, the fuck, man? And so the critic ends up getting abducted by the sicko and his assistant, who's a little person. I forget the guy's real name, and I forget the character's name. He could be Tweedledee, and the leader could be Tweedledum for all I give a shit. Everybody in this movie just sucked. And it pains me to say that because I do like a lot of over-the-top stuff, but this was just ridiculous. This was more focused on softcore pornography than it was about like the actual blood, guts, gore, going the whole 9 yards with all the gore. It put pornography first, gore second. And anyways, the guy gets abducted, and they start running experiments on him, trying to turn him into a blood-sucking freak, making him eat body parts and whatnot, and I'm just like, so a couple days go by, and nobody seems to care that the critic is missing or anything. Nobody seems to notice. Then the main character's girlfriend goes in to audition for the magic show. And she gets abducted by the master, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and his assistant, Tweedledee. And they start experimenting on her, putting a trance on. And here's how just plain sick this guy is. He's got a naked woman, and he's using her as a table. He's eating the food on a plate off of her back. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, call me master, I need to be punished. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But I kept watching, checking how much was left. 45 more minutes of this dick was left. So, I'm watching, being patient, like, the trailers made it look so good, and the scenes from the trailer haven't shown up yet, and I'm like, okay, this could be good before it gets worse. So, let's continue. And then he ends up tying himself up and undressing himself, and some naked women end up taking whips and whipping his back. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm going to be saying what the fuck a lot in this review / rant. But there's really nothing to rant on because there's nothing. It's just softcore pornography. That's all it is. But I'm doing it because it's Halloween, and this has honestly been the most horrifying thing I've seen out of the entire stuff I've watched this October. So I'm gonna try to make this review / rant go by really quick. The main girl gets turned into a blood-sucking freak. and she she gets hypnotized, turned into a blood-sucking freak and everything, and she's all like, "Master, may I do this? Master, may I do that? Master, may I do this?" And it's just, "Master this, master that," and I'm like, "Master, shut the fuck up." This movie pissed me off. Pissed me off in so many ways. I had such high hopes because I loved House on Tombstone Hill, aka Dead Things in the House. I loved Evil Clutch, also known as El Bosco 1. Toxic Avenger was okay. Not really the biggest fan of the Toxic Avenger series. Um, Killer Condom I've never seen, but I heard it is actually pretty fun. It looks a lot better than this, though. I can tell you that. Alien condoms, alien creatures that happen to look like condoms going all across New York City. I'm definitely gonna be interested in that, picking that up at some point. Not for no $5, maybe even $10. I'm waiting for that price to go down to like a penny. That's the only way I'll ever buy a Trump right now. Unless it's Toxic Avenger and only if it's a game. Um, anyways, then our main character ends up going on a wild goose chase looking for his girlfriend and dealing with this bumbling idiot cop uh, who is like, uh, well, we'll see what's happening with this so-called magic show, and he ends up waltzing right up to the theater and asking all these questions, and the guy is plain as day telling him, "Oh, I've got the girl." Uh, but he's saying, uh, well, she's in the dressing room, but she doesn't want to be bothered. And the cop's like, well, I need to speak with her. Well, she's on the clock right now, so you might want to leave. And the officer's like, okay, but next time I'm gonna be here, and she better be here right in front of me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What kind of cop are you? You should have some back. Snatch the girl up, get her back to the main character, and blow the hell out of this place. Come on. At least do something like that. Entertain me. But no, he just leaves. And then this then our main character goes back the next day. I'm gonna skip all over the rest because nothing really happens. Uh, we see the doctor who's turning the people into the blood-sucking freaks. He takes a straw, uh, can't find a pump to drain the brain, so he sucks the brain through a straw. That's the only time I really gasped in awe and shock. I've never seen that before, so I will give credit to that. I got the blood sucking, and he was a freak, so he lived up in that department. But it was only one scene. The rest is just cannibalism. It should have been called Cannibal Tits from Beyond the Grave, even though there's really no zombies. So it should have been called Cannibal Tits McGee. Go for that. But long story short, the cop gets murdered. He's uh, the they end up going into the whereabouts of the little secret headquarters that's for the bad guy Tweedledum. Uh, he's he is doing his thing, eating and being whipped and doing his sadomasochism and everything. And then the guy ends up coming in and asking, well, where's the girl? And then he points over to the cage where all of the naked blood-sucking freaks are. And he ends up going inside looking for the girl, and he's saying, don't worry, baby, you'll get a piece of this action, just hold on. And he lets them all loose, and they end up eating him, and I'm just like, what the fuck, what kind of idiot does this? He's a cop. He should have had backup there, knowing that he already saw all these women in a cage. And he ties the guy up, by the way. That's the only smart thing he ever does. But then, our main character gets his girlfriend, but she's still under the spell of the blood-sucking freaks. And she kills him. Takes a sledgehammer, pops him right on the back of the head. That's your movie. That's it. The bad guy gets let free by the girl, and she becomes a blood-sucking freak entirely. And it ends with the guy laughing like, this gone. What do you expect? It's a trauma film. So be it for me expecting to have like a good, fun, campy little time with a movie called Bloodsucking Freaks. No, I pretty much destroyed. I've counted about 35 now. Brain cells dying in my brain after watching this film. Out of the films to watch this October, stay far away from this one. Out of 10 hatchets, what do I give it? 0. It doesn't even deserve a fuck you middle finger. It doesn't deserve anything. It doesn't deserve to be to get an ass wipe with. It doesn't deserve for me to wipe my ass with this goddamn movie. It would probably give me syphilis. But anyways, that's my rant over Bloodsucking Freaks, or as it should be called, Google at the titties McGee. Sorry, I'm being over the top with this, but what else can I do? It's Bloodsucking Freaks. Why on earth would they make this movie? I should have listened. I should have just listened to Matt and just not even bothered with this movie. So, sorry, Matt, Rainbow Afterlife, I didn't take your word for it about Bloodsucking Freaks when you were talking about it being a bad movie. He never reviewed it, in case you guys were wondering. I can't seem to find the review anywhere, so if I can't find the review on the page, he didn't review it. Oh, and Matt, I enjoyed your Curse of Chucky rant. Curse of Chucky is a way better movie than this, by the way. Go see Curse of Chucky, if you're at least interested in that. That's way better than Bloodsucking Freaks. So, gag me with it soon. I'll be back with a review, not a rant, but a review of a game. Scary game, of course, since it's October. So, see you then. Peace.